Yes, so hello everyone, and welcome to today's class. Today is day 42 of our web development course. Today is day 42 of our web development course. And today I want to look at string methods. Today I want to look at string methods. String methods. Okay? Okay. So yesterday we looked at functions. Yesterday we looked at functions. Okay? Okay. Before I can start what we're going to look at today, I want to first pass through a simple recap about what we looked at yesterday. Okay. Yesterday was day 41. We looked at functions, simplified functions. Okay. Simplified functions. Okay. Okay. So I tried so hard to simplify functions yesterday. We have looked at functions for almost like 2 days. Yesterday and even the other day. Okay. Looked at these inbuilt functions. Then we looked at the custom-made functions, whereby we have, for example, the function declarations, Then we looked at another one where we had, for example, the function expressions. Then we looked at the arrow functions. Okay. Then we looked at the arrow functions. Okay. Okay. So members, I hope by now you have no any problem as far as functions are concerned. And I hope by this time here you can even generate the structure from your head. The structure of this one here, the function declarations, looks like this. Function, then here my word, then like this, like that. Okay. Okay. So by this time here, I hope you have no any problem as far as functions are concerned. If you have any problem by now, you can let me know in the comment section. I see how I can help you. The structure of the function expression goes like this. It goes like this: const my word is equal to our function, in like this. Open the parenthesis, then you do like this, then like that. Okay. This is the structure of how the function expression looks like. Okay. So members, I hope by this time everything is moving smoothly. I hope by this time everything is moving smoothly. I hope you have no any challenge as far as functions are concerned. Then the function, the arrow function is like this. The structure is like this. You open the parenthesis like that. Then we go like this. Then you put an arrow function. Then like that. Then like this. Okay. So members, I hope by this time here that functions are just moving through your blood as far as this course is concerned. We looked at this for almost like 2 days, and we made sure that even we simplify this to the smallest tune possible. Okay. This one is the one which looks to be a little bit more complicated, but we eased it yesterday. Okay. Then also the arrow functions. Okay. So members, right now this is just a recap of what we covered yesterday. Today we'll look at string methods. Okay. So these ones, even if I can remove them off, these ones, it's very good that right now we have mastered functions. Okay, because that is going to be like the lifeblood of what you're going to do in a JavaScript all the time. So just be using functions. Okay. So members, tomorrow, before I can start to today's what we're going to cover today. Let me hint about tomorrow. Tomorrow is going to be day 43. And we're going to look at arrays. Okay. So come ready when you know that tomorrow we're going to look at arrays. Please don't miss out tomorrow's class. Okay. So one thing I can say is, if members you haven't yet hit the subscribe button, you can please hit the subscribe button so that you don't miss any of the upcoming classes. the subscribe button and also hit the notification icon so you don't miss any of the upcoming classes. Okay. Okay. So here we have here, for example, string methods. This is what we're going to cover today. String methods. String methods. What are string methods? These are types. Like these are types of functions. Of functions. That's why I tell you functions never end. These are types of inbuilt. These are types of inbuilt functions. Inbuilt functions. These ones are now inbuilt within the system. These are types of inbuilt functions that we use on on strings. As simple as this. As simple as this. These are types of inbuilt functions that we use on strings. As simple as this. So this one here, these string methods here, they fall under the inbuilt. They fall under the inbuilt. They fall under the inbuilt. The inbuilt functions. That come with JavaScript itself already. Okay. Okay. These ones are not made by us. These ones are inbuilt. Okay. Okay. So these ones here, they work on strings, on particularly strings. Okay. These ones work on particularly strings. And members, you remember I even defined for you what a string is. A string is this one here. That'll let you know. For example, if I do like this, and I put here, for example, if I say here const, const, and I say here, and I say here first name. When I come here, I say first name, and I say is equal to, and I put here, for example, Clancy. Okay. This one you're seeing here is a string. This one here you're seeing here is a string. Okay. This one you're seeing here with the quotes. This one you're seeing here with the quotes is a string. That one there is a string. Is a string. So when you're looking at string methods, these are just types of functions that we use on strings. Okay. Okay. So you understand that. Now we're going to start. The very first string method I can take you through is the first one is dot length, or it's called the length. It's called the length. Okay. The first one is the length. Okay. Okay. So what is the length? The length is this one here. It tells you the number of this one here. It gets for you the number of characters embedded within a string. This one here calculates for you, or it calculates for you. Gets for you, and it calculates for you, or it calculates for you the number of characters. The total number of characters and it's all spaces. Oh no, total number of characters and spaces within a string. Okay? Within a string. Okay? Okay, we're going to look at about like 5 examples of this the dot length, and we see it. This one here calculates for you. No, not this one here. This one here calculates for you the total number of characters and spaces within a string. Okay? Okay. Let me give an example. Like for example here, my name here. For example, const. And I say here first name. Const first name is equal to Clancy. I put like that. Okay? Okay. So this one here, if I come here for example, and I now put the dot length, if I come for example here and I put the dot length, I can come here this and I say const, I can come here and I say for example const, if I come here this, I want to know how many characters are inside this first name here. So I can come here, the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There I can count them and I even see them. Okay. Then I come here, for example, clg console.log, console.log. Then I come here, I put here, for example, first name, then I put here dot length. Okay. Then I put here dot length. When I put here, for example, dot length, okay, it's going to calculate all the total number of spaces within this string here. Are you seeing? Then it returns for me the answer and the output on the console. The output on the console is going to be the result of that calculation. It's going to calculate for me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and then it returns for me 6. That 6 is the total number of characters within that string. Okay. So members, even if I have spaces here like this, if I put, like, for example, one space, if I put, for example, 1, 2, 2 spaces, it will calculate those two spaces, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and it will return for me 8. And it will return for me 8. Okay, so you must be careful with that. It calculates the total number of characters and spaces. If I add here, for example, another space here, it will calculate these two spaces, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and it returns for me 9 here as the total number of characters within that string. Okay, it even counts the spaces, not this. Okay. So let us do an example here, like about 3 or 4 like that. Then we'll see. So I'm going to come here, for example, in my lessons here, JavaScript class. Then I come here and this and I say, for example, open new folder. Then I come here, it says day 42. Okay. So day 42 is there. Then I come here and I open with code. As you can see, it is there. Open with code. You're going to see how all this works very well. Okay. Then I come here, this and I put, for example, I open my file, for example, index.html. Index.html. Okay. So members are going to see how each and everything is going to work for us here. They will see how each and everything is going to help us here. Okay. So as you can see, this is index.html. Okay. So here, something I want to show you. Let me first create here my HTML file and you see it. So I come here, this one I put here, for example, this one, the HTML is there, and I put here, for example, heading 1. Just put like this, and I say JavaScript class. At this moment, you're not doing anything in HTML. Everything we are doing is still in the console. Okay? We are getting used to using the console. JavaScript class. Okay? Then I come and I put, for example, my file app.js. Okay? Now, I know what this one is. I come and I put my app.js. Okay? Just like that. Then I come and I link my app.js with I link my HTML with the app. I come here script source and I put here app.js. Then I come here at the end and I put here defer. Okay. So members, as you can see, right now we are going to begin. Okay. Right now we are going to begin. Okay. Let me first go live and I see. So here it is like this. Okay. Then I can even inspect, then I see how it looks like. I can inspect, then I see how it looks like. Okay. Then I come here in the console. Console is ready. It's there. Okay. The console is here ready. Okay. Okay. So when I put here, for example, I put here const. Then I put here, for example, first name. Okay. Let me first put here example 1. Example 1. Okay. Then I come here and put, for example, const first name. Const first name is equal to, and I put here, for example, Clancy. Okay. As you can see, it is there. Okay. Okay. So when I come here, this one I say CLG console.log, and I put here first name dot length. First name dot length. This one means that you tell me the length of that string. Okay. Tell me the length of that string. So I come here and in my question I see how it looks like. When I come here in my question I see how it looks like. Okay, I made a certain error there. Okay. So members, don't do like this. 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 This one was I was confusing it with something else. Okay. Okay. So members, don't do something like that. Don't put the parentheses there. Just put like this dot length. Okay. Okay. Just put something like this dot length. Okay. Okay. So these ones are more of methods. They are more of methods. So members, please try to understand this. They are more of methods which we use in strings. Okay. Okay. So here it gives me there are 6 nodes. So as you can see, they are there 6. So if I make for example, if I make this is example 1, I come here and I do example 2, and you see example 2. It does look like as if it's the same. I come here and say const student const student is equal to, and I put here, for example, it's called like Derek. Instead of me typing in Derek the way it is, okay, let me just say here Derek. As you can see it there. Then I put here, for example, space. I put here 1, 2, 3. I put that space there. Yeah. Then I put here CLG console.log. Then I put here student dot length. Yeah. Student dot length. So if I do like that, because there are some spaces there, then I come and I say it looks like 10. Are you seeing that there are 10? There are now 10 characters. Are you seeing that now there are 10 characters? Yeah? It gets all these spaces and counts them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It counts all of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Are you seeing all those spaces? So members, be very careful when you are putting strings. Okay? Be very, very careful. Okay? So let me give you another example here. Example. Then I put here example 3. Then I put here const. Then I put here const. Then I put here student name. Student name is different from student. Okay. Student name. Okay. Then let me put here, for example, Jane. I'm going to put here Jane. So now I'm going to be a little bit even more relaxed. And I put here, for example, something like this. Jane. Yeah. Jane. Then I put here those spaces like that. Then I put like this. Okay. Then I put here const.log. Now I find out how many characters are inside there. It will not ignore these spaces. It will not ignore these spaces. Yeah? It will not, even you can see, it will not ignore those spaces. It will not ignore these spaces. It will put them there. Okay? So when I come here and start CLG console.log, then I put here, for example, student name dot length. Yeah? Student name dot length. It will count all those spaces and give me at the end the total result. Okay? So when I come here this one, it will be 17. Okay? Instead of Gen, which you know that Gen has only 4 characters, it will give me 17. So we must be very, 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 very careful when you are dealing with the strings and you leave these spaces there. It will count them. Okay? So the dot length counts the spaces that gives me the final answer. Okay? Okay. So members, as you can see, that's how it looks like. So the first one is the length. Okay? Okay. So members, that is how it is. The first one is like that. Okay? Okay. I hope you have understood that one. So we have another one. We have another one. We have another one, and this one here. Right now, we are going to look at extracting string parts. Extracting string parts. Okay. I want to look at extracting string parts. Extracting parts of the string. Parts of the string. Okay. Extracting parts of the string. Okay. Okay. How do you extract some parts of the string? Eh? How do you extract some parts of the string? I want to look at this. Eh? There are three methods. There are three methods. There are commonly three methods. Three methods we use. Three methods we use to extract. Methods we use to extract parts of the string. Part of the string. Okay? So members, there are commonly three methods that we use when we're extracting part of the string. Okay? Okay? So these ones here, these three methods here, I can start with them. The second one is and I can put there. We have here the slice. Okay? The slice. Okay? This one was supposed to be to extracting parts of the string here. So let me just put here a 2. Okay? Okay. So it's like this, So it's like this, okay? Okay. Some members, as you can see, it looks like this. So extracting parts of the string, okay? Okay. There are commonly three methods that we use when you're extracting parts of the string, okay? The first one, the first one which I can say here is slice, okay? The slice method. The slice method, okay? Let me even put it here. I'm going to even use Roman numerals. I put here, for example, slice. The slice, okay? Then we have another one called the. I'm going to use now Roman numeral 2. Roman numeral 2, and I put here the substring. The substring, okay? The substring. Then here we have another one. It is called the. Then we have another one here. It is called Roman numeral 3. I can put here. Then we have another one called substr. Substr. Okay? Substr. Okay? Okay. So much you're going to look at all these ones here and how they work on the string. Okay? Members, if you have not yet taken notes, you can take notes right now. Let me give you some time, you take notes, okay? Take notes of this. Take notes of this, okay? Take notes of that as we move on. Okay? Okay. So, members, if you haven't yet subscribed, please hit the subscribe button by now and you don't miss any of the upcoming classes, okay? Okay. So after that minute, let's go for string for the slice and we see. Now, example 4. Example 4. Example 4. Example 4. Here let me separate this and I put here slice. 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 Then here I can put here. This one was length. This one was length. So here was length. Okay. So here was length. Okay. Okay. So example 4 is a slice. Is a slice. Okay. So when I come up here and I drag up here, now I will look at the slice. I will look at the slice method. Okay. Okay. So if I have here, for example, my word, let me just say here, let my word, let my word, okay, let my phrase or let my word be equals, okay, I'm going to give an easy one that someone can easily understand. Let me first come here, I put here strings. A slice, I mean slice, okay? A slice, okay? Okay. So let me come here and say, for example, let my phrase, let my phrase, like my phrase, like, okay, like my sentence, or let my statement, or let I want to use the easiest word that someone can easily understand. Let my word, let me just use let my word. Let my word is equal to hello world. Hello world. Hello world. Okay? Hello world. Okay? So I want to use this one as a stepping stone. Someone can easily see. My word is just a variable. You know that very well, that my word is a variable by this time. Okay? Okay. So now I want to take this down for you. If I come here and say, for example, you see the string which is inside here, it is hello world. It is hello world. Okay? It is hello world, as you see it there. It is hello world. Okay? This is how it looks like. Members, please see it very well. My word is called hello world. Okay? So I want you to see the index. Begin counting. This one here. When you begin counting, this one here is 0. I want you now to see this, understand this from the beginning, so that someone now gets confused. This one here is in index 0. This one here is in index 0. Then this one here is in index 1. Okay? This one here is in index 1. Okay? So members, I want you to understand this analogy which is here. Okay? This one here, I want you to count. Now we're going to use index. These ones which I'm putting here are what they call index. Indices over index. Of that, there are positions, various positions given to a character in a string. Okay? This is 2, this is 3, this is 2, this is 3, this is 3, okay? Then this one here is 4, this one here is 4, this is 4, this one here is 4, this is 4, then this one here is 5, then this one here is 5, then this one here is 6, this one here is 6, this one here is 6, then this one here is 7, this one here is 7, this one here is 7, as you can see it there. This one here is 7, then this one here is 8. We're now counting. That's it is now 8. The positions now. Don't confuse positions with length, members. Please don't confuse positions with length. Okay? 8. Then this one here is 9. 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 Then this one here is 10. The last one is 10. Okay? The last one is 10. Okay? The last one here is 10. Okay? Okay. So members, all I want to tell you is don't confuse positions with index. Okay, index is the position. Index, don't confuse position with length. Don't confuse position, eh, or index eh, with length. Eh? Okay? Okay. So members, position or index is the position which you are seeing here. A string has various positions. For example, this one here, which is the starting point here, is position 0 or index 0. The next one has position 1. The next one has position 2. The next one has position 3. The next one has position 4. The next one has position 5 where there is that space. And the next one here has position 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. But when you say length you just count the whole entire string. Beginning from here, the first one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah? So that one is length. Length here is 11. Yeah? Length is 11. Okay? 11 characters. 11 characters. Okay? Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 characters. Is it length? Yeah? Length. Okay? Length is 11 characters. But now position. Position is different. Position begins from 0. Okay? Position begins from 0. Not this. Position begins from 0. So the first one which is here is in position 0. Then the next one is in position 1. The next one is in position 2. The next one is in position 3. The next one is in position 4. The next one is in position 5. The next one is position 6. The next one is in position 7. Position 8. Position 9. Position 10. Okay? Okay. Even if there are spaces, even if there are two spaces, still they will contain their own position. Okay? Even if I come here and I say, then I say hello world. Eh? Hello, and I say your position hello world like this. Yeah? Hello world. Yeah? And there are some spaces and hello world. Yeah? Like this. Yeah? And there are some spaces here. Yeah? We shall all count those spaces. We shall all count for those spaces there. For example, this one is position 0. Then this one here is position 1. Yeah? Then this one is position 2. Yeah? Then this one is position 2. Then this one is position 3. Yeah? This is position 3. Then this one is position 4. Yeah? This one here, position 4. Then there's position 5, not empty spaces. Position 5. Then position 6. Yeah? The empty spaces. Position 6. Position 7. Yeah? Position 7. Position 8. Yeah? Those empty spaces, we shall all count them there. Position 9. Yeah? Position 9. Yeah? Then position 10, you find yourself that one may even be in position 10. Yeah? Then we shall have position 11 like that. Members, have you understood? Have you understood? Have you understood very well, members? Okay? Okay. So, this one here, the position or the index, when it's different, it starts from 0 counting. Okay? That's from 0 counting. Okay? Okay. So, members, don't get confused. Okay? Okay, so when I say slice, when I use, for example, the slice, yeah? When I use, for example, the slice, yeah? We are going to see how it is. So members, I want to introduce you to this slice method here which you use, okay? Okay, so members, if I come and say, for example, slice, if I come inside here and I say console.log, yeah? And I put here, for example, my word, okay? My word, dot slice. Then this idea, for example, I put here dot slice 0. Okay? Dot slice 0. Okay? It is going to chop. Eh? Look at this very well. It is going to chop the first one. it's going to chop that one where there's 0, and it starts and then it starts from. So members, I want to explain for you this concept very well and you understand it, okay? Okay. So if I say, for example, my word, then I say slice, slice. I bring here my cutter. I bring here my cutter, and I say slice 0. It's not going to slice. Slice means that start cutting from. Start cutting from 0. Start cutting. I can actually give you the simplest terms. That slice. Start cutting. Start cutting. So here, if I say start cutting 0, start cutting 0, that means I have nowhere to start from this side here. So I have nowhere to start from this side here. So it won't cut anything. It will leave everything intact. Okay? To leave everything intact. Let us do it even here. You see. Here, for example, if I take back. Example for here, I come in and I say here, const, and I come in and I say my phrase or my word, okay? And I come inside and I say hello world, hello world, hello world, okay? Okay. My word is here. And I come in and I say here, CLG, and I put here my word dot slice. Slice. When I say 0, it does not cut anything. It does not cut anything. That's what confuses most people. That's what confuses most people. Okay? That's what confuses most people. It does not cut anything. Are you seeing, members? It does not cut anything. Instead, it just remains intact. It's like cutting. It's like cutting like a rope. Then you don't. Then you say 0. You don't cut anything. Okay? Okay. Then when I say, for example, console dog, and then I come and I say, and I come and I say here 1. It will say that begin cutting from 1. So I bring my sharp edge like this. Then I begin cutting from 1. Are you seeing, members? That means I cut off H. I cut off H, and H goes as simple as this. Like this. Are you seeing, members? I cut off H. If I say I begin cutting, start cutting from 1, I cut off H like this. It goes. So when I come here, this one I put here, for example, here, slice, and I put here 1. It cuts off H immediately. You see? It now remains which one? Hello world. Are you seeing hello world? Okay? But before, remember, why it not cut off this one here 0? Because it didn't have where to start from. If that means it started from here. Are you seeing? That means it started from here. And I said 0. It started from here. Are you seeing? It started from here. Are you seeing, members? It started from here. Here. When I said slice 0, it was here. That means that's why it did not cut off anything at all. Are you seeing? Now when I say slice start from 1, let's start from 1. Slice start from 1. It will come and start from 1 here. And then everything which is below 1, it goes off. Okay? When I say slice 2, it starts from 2 here. Everything before 2 goes off. Okay? When I say here slice 2, everything before 2 goes off. Everything before 2 goes off. Okay? Everything before 2 goes off. So when I come here, I put here slice 2, and we see. In my console here, everything before 2 goes off. Are you seeing now it remains LLO world? Everything before 2 goes off. When I come, I put here, for example, slice 3. Everything before position 3 goes off. Have you understood that? Then The trick is everything before that position, everything before that position. That is the trick. You just know about this, okay? That is the trick. You have to know about this. Everything before that position. That is how it is. So everything, if I come and put here 3, slice 3, everything before the position of 3 goes off. When I come and I put here slice 3, everything before that position goes off. I see. So it remains LLO, wild. Okay? Okay. When I come and I say, for example, position 4, 5, slice 5, then I put here everything before 5, everything before position 5 goes off. Okay? So I come and do so that everything before position 5 goes off. So all of this is going to go off. Okay? Members, I hope you understand it. And I made with a space here, then a world. Okay? I members, you understand this very well. Okay? Then I come here and I say, for example, 6. 6. When I come here and I say 6. Everything before position 6 goes off. Everything before position 6 goes off. I'm taking some time to explain this concept so that everybody can understand very well. Okay? Everything before position 6 goes off. I just think that. And I come and put here, for example, 7. Slice begin from 7. Everything before position 7 goes off. Everything before position 7 goes off. Have you understood? Not the position. Not the position that position 7 goes off. I said everything before position 7 goes off. Okay? Not slice beginning from position 7. That is where most people get it wrong. That is where most people get it wrong. It is not slice. It is not slice. Beginning from 7. Beginning from 7. This is where majority of people get it wrong. Slice beginning from 7. Beginning from 7. Because I put here 7, slice beginning from 7. It is slice everything before. Slice everything. Slice everything before position 7. That is how it is. Slice everything. Everything before position 7. That is how it is. Okay? But leave position 7 intact. Okay? Okay. That is how it is. I understand that trick very well. Okay? So when I come here, this one I put here, for example, position 10. Here where I am. I put here slice everything before position 10. So when I come here and I put here, for example, position 10. Like this. Okay? And I also put here, for example, position 10. Before position 10. Okay? Okay. Before position 10. Okay? Okay. Then I come here and I see it remains only D. Are you seeing D? The D which is there. The only thing that has been left is that D. Are you seeing? Everything before that position. Okay? Everything before that position. Okay? Okay. Then when I put here the last, then I put here the D. Or I put here 11. Then I put here 11. It means the slice of everything. Before even the 11th position. I don't know if the 11th position exists. But let's try and you see. 11. Okay? Everything goes off. Everything goes off. Okay? Everything goes off. Okay? Okay. Have you understood this, members, very well? Have you understood this very well? Have you understood this very well? Have you understood this very well? Okay? Have you understood? Alright. I hope you have been taking some notes. I hope you have been taking some notes. Okay? I hope you have been taking some notes. Okay? Okay. So, I want to remain here. If I now come and say that slice, slice it's in two ways. There is slice where you just put a single position, a single position, like a single position before a single position, Then there's one where you put two positions, There's why you put slice, the beginning and end. The beginning, begin and end. Yeah? Understand that there are two types of slice. There is this one here where I just put a single one. Yeah? Then there's one which you put the beginning and the end. So we have been using this one where there's single position. Now we have the one which is now the beginning and the end. For example, if I come here and I put here, for example, slice. Yeah? Slice. Yeah? I put here slice. Slice. I put here slice 1. Yeah? Slice 1 and the slice 1 and the slice 1 and 11. Yeah? Slice 1 and 11. Okay? Slice 1 and 11. Okay? It's going to, the first one is going to slice from this side here before. Yeah? Then the other one is going to slice from starting from behind. Okay? Okay, let us try and we see it here. If I come here, this one I put here, for example, slice. Yeah? 1 and 11. Eh? Then we see how it looks like in the console. So here, members, I want to explain to you this thing very well. Okay? If we have, for example, something like this, slice. For example, if it is, I want to put, for example, slice. For example, 1 and 10. Yeah? This one means slice everything before. Yeah? Before position 1. Yeah? Before position 1. Before position 1. Before position 1. Position 1. Before position 1. And now this one here is stop slicing. Yeah? Stop slicing before position 10. Yeah? Then this one here, slice off everything. Yeah? After like before position, like after position 10. Okay? Try to understand that. This one here means that stop before index 10. Yeah? Stop before index 10. Yeah? Stop before index 10. Stop before index 10. Before 10. Okay? It's as simple as that. Okay? So if you come here, for example, and I put a slice 1, so it is going to slice off 1, and also it will stop before index 10. Are you seeing here? It will start slicing before 1, and it will stop before index 10. Yeah? It will stop before index 10. Okay? Stop before 10. That's what it means. Okay? So when I come here and I put here, for example, something like this. 10, 1, then 10. Yeah? I want you to see that it's going to scrap off 8. And it's also going to scrap off 10. Are you seeing the D? Okay? When I come here also, you are going to see something like this. Hello, world, like that. Okay? Okay. So if I come here and I say stop before 9. Before 9. Yeah? Scrap off 1 and stop before 9. Yeah? It's going to be like this. Stop before 9, it's going to be like this. Stop before 9, as you can see it there. Stop before 9, also like that. Okay? Okay. So it's going to come in and it scraps off before 1 and scrap off before 9. So returning to me something like this. Hello world. Are you seeing now, members? Yeah? So if I come in and I say here, 2 and 9. Stop off everything before 2 and stop before 9. As it means. If I come here and I say here, 2, like this, 2 then 9, it will be like this. Yeah? 2 then 9, like that. Okay? Stop off everything before position 2, yeah? And stop before position 9. Stop before position 9. That's what it means. Okay? Okay. So everything that before position 2 is chopped off, then stop before position 9. Like that. Okay? It gives me everything that is in between here. So it will be like this. Hello world, as you can see it there. Members, have you understood very well the slice method? Have you understood very well the slice method? Okay? Okay. I hope you're taking some notes. I hope you're taking some notes, okay? Okay. So we are done with the slice method. We are done with the slice method. Okay? Okay. So let us go to another method. It is called the substring. It's called the substring method. It's called the substring method. Substring. Substring method. Substring method. Okay? Okay. This one is the same. This one is the same. Is the same as the slice, but just because it does not accept a negative index. Yeah? We didn't talk about a negative index this side here. We didn't talk about a negative index this side here. A negative index is something which is a little bit more powerful. It does everything in the reverse. Yeah? It does everything in the reverse. Okay? It does everything in the reverse. Yeah? Let me first remove this and then look at the negative. Then we look at the negative index here. I hope members have understood very well. I hope members have understood very well this thing. Yeah? Okay? Okay. So they come here, then I put here, for example here, then I put here 2 like this. Okay? Then I put here, for example, 2 like this. Okay? Like this. How members, you have understood everything that we have been covering. Okay? Okay. So when I put here, for example, 2, it's going to slice off. You know very well that if I put 2, it's going to slice off everything before 2. Okay? Everything before 2. Position 2. Now what happens if I come and I put here, for example, negative 2? Negative 2 and slice. Negative 2 means that start from the reverse. Start from the reverse. It means that start from the reverse. Start from the reverse. Start from the reverse. The reverse. Yeah? Start from the reverse. Okay? Okay. Then it's going to come here, for example, as instead of starting from here, 2, it's going to start from this side here. And this one becomes now position 0. This one becomes position 1. This one becomes position 2. Then it slices from here. 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 Have you understood, members? It slices from here. Okay? Then it's going to be like this. Let me come here and I put there, then we see. Negative 2. And it's how it looks like in the console. Members, are you seeing? Eh? It slices from negative 2. Negative 2 means that instead of it slicing beginning from this side, you know very well that this side here it is 0, 1, and 2. Eh? Then it chops off everything before 2 here. Chops off everything. But now when I say let's start from this side here, 0, 1, and 2. It chops off everything that is below 2 here. Everything below 2 goes away. Okay? Okay. So it becomes like this. It chops off everything, then it remains this one alone. Hello world like this one. These two are the ones that remain. Okay? Okay. So be very careful with that index. Be very careful with the positioning and the index. Okay? Okay. So let me just talk about these ones briefly. The substring does not accept negative. They don't accept negative index. It does not accept negative index. Accept negative index. It does not accept negative index. Okay? Okay, that's how the substring is. It doesn't accept negative index. And also, it reverses. Yeah? For example, if I have, for example, my phrase here. Let me get this phrase of mine here, and we'll see. Let my world we're going to see here. I can copy like this. I can copy like this. Then I put here, for example, like this. Okay? Let my world is equal to this. Okay? So when I come here like this and I put here, for example, my word, console.log, console.log. And I put here, I open here like this and I say my word. Then I put here dot substring, dot substring, dot substring, dot substring, And I put here, for example, like this, And I put here, for example, 0 or let me say 1 and 5, okay? You're going to see how you're going to see how this thing works. Once say here console.log my word, then substring 5, okay? Okay. So it's going to be like this. It's going to appear like this. Come here is going to say 1 and 5, okay? This one also wants to look like the slice, but it is different from the slice, okay? Substring, substring 1 and 5. So what's how it looks like. So what it does, it chops off normally. It chops off normally the everything before 1 and it stops where 5 is. Where position 5 is. Are you seeing it? Everything before 1 goes off like this. Everything before the position 1 goes off like this. And also everything before position 5 goes off. Before position 5 goes off. So remain with something like this, okay? Where I'm seeing yellow like this, okay? Everything before position 5 goes off. So remember, this is how it looks like string, but it's just that this one here, if you do something like this, for example, if you do something like this, let me explain. It wants to look like the slice, But now, if you do something like this, if you reverse these characters like this, if you reverse these characters, for example, you reverse this one here, you reverse this one, then you put here, for example, 5 is equal to 1. It will change it back. It will change it back to this one here. It will change it back to this one here. Okay? It will change it back to this one here. Okay? By default, this is how the substring works. It will change this one back to this one by default. Okay? Okay. So if I put, for example, something like this, 5 and 1, it will change it back to what? To that one, which is already there. Like this one. You are seeing, It will change it back to the one which you have been doing. Okay? Okay. Just note that this one is the same. It's almost the same as the string. Just because for it doesn't accept a negative index. And when you reverse this, and when you start with a bigger one, and a small one last, or you start with a bigger one and a smaller one last, the bigger one, and a smaller one last, and smaller one last, it will reverse them. It will reverse them. Okay? It is as simple as that. Okay? Okay. So now we have another one. The third property, the third one is the substr. The substr method. The substr method. The substr method is method. This one here is also the same as the string. It's also the same as the string. Also it is the same as the string, just because for it gives you, for example, for it, it gives you even the length. It gives you even the length. That's the advantage it has. So it gives you also the length. It gives you even with the length. Okay? Substr. This one here, this one gives you it gives us with the length. Gives us with the length. Okay? Gives us with the length. Okay? Okay. That's how the substr method goes. Gives us with the length. So for it looks like this. For example, let us just say that we use the substr. For hello world here. Substr. I don't know if it's still here. Substr. Then use it, for example, from number to length. from number to length. Then I come here, I give it, for example, 2. Then here, number, the number is the length. For example, the length is let me give you the length is 4. Okay. Okay. So this substr method here, it normally works. It gives us everything. You see, it's giving us everything with even the number, which is it enables us to even use the length, and the length is the last one. Length is the last one. It has this syntax here. For example, the substr, then it has this syntax here. For example, start, then here, start, then for example, then here it has, for example, length. Okay, okay, that's how it is. These ones are not very common. The substring and the substr, they are not very common, but the most common one is this one here, the slice that we are going to use often. We're going to use the slice often. Okay, okay. So please get to know that. Please get to know that very well. Get to know that very well. Okay, okay. So we have another. It's called the replace. We have another method. Another method is called the replace. Okay, and another method is called the replace. Members, you can see right now we are on the replace method as you see it here. Okay. Okay, the replace method is a unique method of its own, and this one here we use it to replace. We use this one here. We use it to replace various statements. Replace various statements in a string. Yeah? Or we use it to replace various statements or phrases in a string. In a particular string. Okay? A particular string. Okay? Okay. So I'm going to show you how the replace works. I'm going to show you how the replace works. We have here an example. I'm going to show you how the replace works. When I come here like this, let me put here an example. I put here replace, okay? Then I put here example 5, okay? So I'm going to show you how the replace method works. So I'm going to come here, then I put here, for example, const my sentence, okay? Const my sentence is equal to, then I put here, for example, welcome to Microsoft. Welcome to Microsoft. Okay? Okay. So this is how my sentence looks like. Okay? This is how my sentence looks like. Okay? Okay. So I'm going to come in and I want to replace this welcome to my Microsoft. And I put here, for example, welcome to a certain company, like a new company, which is like instead of me having this Microsoft here, I can replace this Microsoft here, and I put there a company which is not known, or a company which is not part of this statement. Okay. Okay. So when I come here, for example, and I come here and I put here, for example, let. Yeah. So now I want to show you this very well, and you see it. Okay. Const my sentence is equal to welcome Microsoft. Okay. Let me even come and I copy this. Let me come and I copy this. I put it even here. Okay. Const my sentence is equal to welcome to Microsoft, as you can see it here. Okay. So I want to replace this one here. Yeah. Then I replace it with maybe Spear Motors. Okay. Welcome to Spear Motors. Okay. Welcome to Spear Motors. Spear Motors. Okay. So I replace this to Spear Motors instead of Microsoft. I replace this to Spear Motors. Okay. Okay. So what am I going to do? I'm going to come here. Then I use now the replace method. I use the replace method. Okay. I come here very well. And I come here and I say here my new sentence. Now I'm now going to form a new sentence. Const. Yeah. Const. My new sentence I'm going to come like this and I say const new sentence, my new sentence, or instead of spear motors, let me just put here, for example, like this up. Let me put here, this is up. Okay? Let me put here, this is up. Okay? This one works better. It suits it better. Okay? This one suits it better. Okay? So I'm going to come here and I put here my new sentence. My new sentence. Okay? My new sentence is equal to, then I put here, I put here now the old sentence, my sentence. The other new I was using my sentence, this one here, my new sentence is then here my sentence, okay? My sentence dot, dot replace, okay? Then I open here the parentheses, I open them here, I open the parentheses there, then I put here, for example, I'm now replacing Microsoft with this is Hub, okay? Then I come here and I put here Microsoft. I'm replacing it with this is Hub, okay? Then I'm now replacing it with this is Hub, okay? Okay. After me doing like this, then I come here and I say console log CLG, console log, and I put here my new sentence. Okay? I want to see now how my new sentence looks like. Let me first go here live, and then I see how my new sentence looks like. It's coming. I come here inside the console. Inspect, and I come inside the console and we see how it looks like. So, welcome to JavaScript. Members, have you seen this? I have replaced this one here, welcome to Microsoft, with this is Hub. Okay? I've replaced it with this is Hub. Okay? Okay. So members, let me first try and I put here, for example, spear motors and I see. I tried that long time ago, but let me first see if it can work for us. Spear motors. And I see. Okay, it works. Okay? It works. Welcome to spear motors. Okay? Also here, but me, I just put here, this is Hub. Okay? This is Hub. Okay? So you say there, welcome to this is Hub. Okay? It is there. Okay? So, members, this one is very good. But now changes are going to come in. Changes are going to come in where you do something that is case sensitive. Okay? Case sensitivity. Case sensitivity. Let me even talk about it here. Case sensitivity. Case sensitivity. Case sensitivity. Sensitive. Case sensitivity. So case sensitivity, it comes in whereby when what happens is, for example, instead of putting, for example, Microsoft it was with capital M before you put it with small d. This one here. Instead of putting this up, before you put, for example, with small d like this. In most cases, if you do like this, it won't work. Okay? Okay. So let's try it and we'll see. If I come here, for example, like this, let me create another example when I put, instead of this up, I'm going to put there spear motors. I will see. Okay? Okay. So I'm going to create another example when we see. I come here and I put example 6. Example 6. I come here const I put here my word. I put here my word. Okay, no. My what can I put there? My phrase, okay, is equal to welcome to, let me say welcome to England. Okay? Oh, okay, no, I'm not use that one. Let me say welcome to, let me say welcome to, what can I put there? Welcome to Apple. Okay? Like, let me say like Apple company. Okay? Like Apple company. Okay? As you can see, instead of, let me just say here Apple, just Apple. Okay? So members, I want to show you something. When I come here and I say const, and I put here my new phrase, and I put here is equal to, and I put here my phrase dot replace, and I open here my brackets here, the parenthesis. I open it here, and I put now the what I'm replacing. I'm replacing Apple. Yeah, with spear motors, but spear motors is in small letters. I'm now testing and I see. I'm replacing it with spear motors, which is in small letters. Spear motors. Okay? So I want to say it looks like. I want to say it's going to look like. So members, it won't work. It won't work. Even here you see it here. It will only work if I put there capital letters. For example, I put here, for example, S. Yeah? Spear motors like this. Okay? It will only work when I put capital, when I put here, you see here, first hold on a bit, there's something I've not yet done, Let me first take this one back to small letters, then we see, small letters, and we see spear motors in small letters like that, and I put here CLG, my new phrase like this, okay? Okay, so I want to see it very well. Are you seeing members? So here, members, you can see that here we can have here, for example, spear motors as you see it there. Spear motors is there. So here, members, you can see here that for now it may not have any problem or any challenges as you see it so far here. But when you reach, for example, in data management, here you may find some problems when you see, for example, there is spear motors. So to avoid any upcoming problems in the future, this one you're going to change. For example, let me put it here. The one you're going to change always, the one which starts here, then the other one which I will make changes this side. Okay. So what do you normally do when you are changing here? For example, to avoid any upcoming problems in the future, if it is case sensitive. So what do? You'll come here, for example, then you put instead of these commas there, instead of those commas, like for example Microsoft, the way you see it, for example Apple, the way you see Apple there, then you come here, then you just change here like this. You remove that, those opening quotes, then you put here the slash, then you put here also the slash like this. Okay? Then you put there the I. So members, this one here is like an I tag. This one here is an I tag. Okay? Even if you come and you put here, for example, spear motors in case, when you are checking case sensitivity, spear motors, as you see it there, it will come very well when it is welcome to spear motors. Okay? Okay, so the case sensitivity matters so much. It matters so much. So this one here you're seeing here is the I flag. It is the I flag. Let me even talk about it here. It is the I flag. The I flag. Okay? It is the I flag. The I flag. The I flag. This one here, it enables someone to change. For example, when you are changing case sensitivity. For example, when you are changing those strings. When you are replacing strings, when you are replacing strings, when you are replacing strings, you are replacing case sensitive strings, sensitive strings. Okay? When you are replacing case sensitive strings, for example, those ones which are capital and such a capital and small letters and small letters. Okay. Okay. It appears like this. It appears like this. You'll find, for example, here we have put, for example, like we are using since we are using their Apple, and showing Apple how it looks like. It will appear like this. You put here, for example, like a slash, yeah, slash. Then you put here Apple, yeah. Then you put here slash. Then you put there I, yeah. That is how it changes. That is how you use the I flag. Okay. This I flag here helps you to replace case-sensitive strings. If the original word was Apple, and now you're changing, for example, to Apple from Apple to Spear Motors, and Spear Motors is pure capital letters, it may fail to work. Okay, it may fail to work. If it was changing like this, it may fail to work. So we have to put that I flag. This I flag we are seeing here is that can enable you to change all throughout. Okay, and that's why you see here it is a success. When you come here in the console, it is a success. Welcome to Spear Motors. From welcome to Apple. Okay. Okay. So members, I want to show you something else. If, for example, we have here, for example, another one. For example, example 7. Okay. Example 7. And I come here and say, for example, const. And I come here and say, for example, my other phrase. Then I come here and put here, for example, and I say, I put here this and I say, welcome to Samsung. Okay, this is like Samsung company, and I come here and say at Samsung, we sell the best phones. Okay. So at Samsung we sell the best phones. So members, I want to show you this one here. Yeah, this one here is very powerful in a way that the replace here only works and only works for the first one. Let me even put it here. Replace only works for only the first one. Replace only works only for the first one. Okay? It only works only for the first one. It will only help us here on the first Samsung here. If you're changing from Samsung to iPhone, from Samsung to iPhone, it will not work. For example, let me come and show you here. If you come here and say const my new other phrase, okay? My new other phrase, yeah? If I come and say my new other phrase, and I come here and say welcome, and I want to change now from Samsung to iPhone, okay? And I come here and say my other phrase, yeah? Dot replace, and I put here, for example, and I am now changing from Samsung to Apple to iPhone. I come here, listen, I put here Samsung, then I put here to iPhone, okay? To iPhone. I'm now changing to iPhone, okay? Okay. So as you can see, let us see how it looks like in the console. No, let me first console.log, then we see how it looks like. CLG console.log, my new other phrase, okay? That's what it looks like in the console. So in the console it looks like this. Are you seeing, members, what is happening here? My welcome to iPhone, it has changed only the first one. Then it has not changed the second one. At Samsung, we sell the best phones. So members, you see this one has not changed. Are you seeing? This one here has not changed. Welcome to Samsung. At Samsung, we sell the best phones. This Samsung is supposed to be changed to iPhone. Okay? So this one has not changed. So this now becomes a very big problem on our side. Okay? Because you have changed the iPhone, and it has to be also, this one has to change. Okay? So what I'm going to do, we're going to use what they call a global. Okay? We're going to use the global at the same time the I flag. Okay? So let me first test something here, and I say here iPhone in capital letters. iPhone in capital letters and I see. Okay. So, members, we are going to use what they call the global. We are going to use what they call the global right now. We are going to mix the I flag and the global together. Okay? Okay. So instead of writing it like this, we are going to put here the I flag here. The I flag here. The I flag there. I. Then also we put with the global. Okay? The global one looks like this. The global one, you put it there. Let me even talk about it. The G flag. The G flag, the G flag, the G flag, the G flag stands for global. This one here, the G flag here, this one here, it enables you to replace globally. Replace globally. You replace globally. You replace globally. Okay? You replace globally. So it will look like this. If I get, for example, like this apple here, and I put it, for example, here, and I put here the G flag at the end here. Okay? So that is how it will look like. Apple / I, then G, globally. So when I come here, this one I put here, this one here, it will replace globally. So when I come and see the console, it has changed everything. Are you seeing? Welcome to iPhone. Eh? At iPhone, we sell best phones. Are you seeing this? This is really nice, members. Okay? This is really nice. Okay? Okay. So, members, as you can see, this is how it looks. This is how the replace is, and this is how the replace works. And we also have another, and it's called replaceAll. But this one came in. This one came later. But this one also another global one. replaceAll. Okay? It also wants to function like the replace, but this one is just it's automatically global. Okay? So it's automatically global. Okay? Okay. So these ones are almost the same, but they almost do the same things. Okay? Okay. So members, let's move on to another. Let's move on to another string method. Okay? Let us look at the lowercase and uppercase. Let's look at the lowercase, 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 and uppercase, okay, and uppercase, okay, okay. So as this one is the easiest, this one is one of the easiest, okay. This one is one of the easiest. If I can come here, this one I put here. This one here changes to, this one here changes to small letters. This one here changes to small letters. This one changes to small letters. Changes to small letters. Small letters. Okay? While this one here changes to, this one changes to capital letters. Okay? Capital letters. This one changes to capital letters. Okay? Changes to capital letters. Okay? Okay. So let's understand this very well. Okay? So when I come in and I say here example 8. Then I come here and say const. Then I come here and say my word. Let me just put here my. I've used out of these statements here. I know which one I can use now, right now. I can come here and say my phrase, my sentence, my word. I've used out of statements like this. Const maybe sentence. Let me just put here sentence. Okay? Sentence is equal to, const sentence is equal to, this is a ball. This is, let me put here, this is a ball. Okay? Okay. Remember, that's how it looks like. Now change this one to capital letters. I come here and I say const. Yeah? I come here and I say const. Then I can come here and say capital sentence. Capital sentence. Okay? Capital sentence. Yeah? The capital sentence is equal to sentence dot. Yeah? Now this one is capital sentence, and which is going to be changed to capital letters. Dot uppercase. Okay? And I put those parentheses there, and I close it off like this. And I come and say here CLG constant low, and I see the capital sentence, how it looks like. Capital sentence, okay? How it looks like. When I come on the console and I see line 39, then we see this is a ball. You see these members? These are changed to this is a ball in capital letters. Okay? Okay. So this one works together with even the small letters. Yeah? You can even come and put here, for example, example 8. Or you can even use this one here, the same example. And I put here, for example, small letters or small letters, small sentence. Okay? Then I put here, this is, then I put here to lowercase. Yeah? To lowercase. They are all the same. To lowercase. To lowercase. Okay? Now to local to lowercase. To lowercase. To lowercase. Okay? To lowercase. Okay? Like this. Then I come here and I show it, you see? Let me first see how it looks like. Okay. I'm going to put there to small sentence, okay? Small sentence. So it looks like this in the small letters. This is a ball. Members, have you understood very well the to lowercase and the to uppercase so very well they work? Okay, so that is how those methods work there. That is how those ones work. Okay? Okay. So members, you're going to go to another method, another string method. It is called the trim. The trim, okay? It's called the trim. Okay? The trim method here, the trim method, there is a method called the trim. This one here trims white spaces before and after. The trim method. Okay? Let me drag this one up here and you see. This one here trims off white spaces, okay? Before and after. For example, if I write a word, for example, like this one here, yeah? If I write a sentence, I want to show you a sentence. And the string is, for example, like this, yeah? This is a cat. This is a cat, yeah? Then I put here trim, yeah? If it has these white spaces like this, yeah? It will trim all the spaces. Are you seeing, members? It will trim all the spaces and it gives me a one which has no spaces. For example, if I have here spaces like this inside the string, and I put here trim, it will trim all the spaces inside here. Are you seeing it? So let us try it and then we see. If I come here and I say example 9, okay? And I come I put here, for example, const, I put here sentence, maybe sentence. Let me just say here. Let me just put here sample sentence, maybe sample sentence, okay? Sample sentence. Then I come here and say this is a cat. This is a cat, okay? This one here at the moment it has no white spaces. It has no spaces before and after. So when I come here, I do like this. I put some space here and also some space here. Yeah, the string will appear with the spaces there. Are you seeing it? So they only have to trim these spaces which are here. I come and I say here const. Yeah, const maybe trimmed sample sentence. Trimmed sample sentence. Trimmed sample sentence. Okay? Then I come here and say here sample sentence dot trim. Then I put it here. Yeah? Then I call that one there. Then I come here and say clg console.log. Then console.log I put here the trimmed sample sentence. Okay? And I say it looks like. When I see it in the console, how does it look like? This is a cat. So it has trimmed off the white spaces which were there. This space which was here and the space which was here. Okay? It has trimmed them off. Okay? Okay. So members, as you can see here, we have a lot of trim. There is trim at start and trim at the end. Okay? So if I come and say, for example, trim start, this one trims off around here at the beginning. Trim start. Okay? Trim start. This one trims off around here at the beginning. White space which is at the beginning. And I come and say that trim end. Trim end trims off around here at the end of the string. Okay? Okay. Just understand this one. These are just very small ones. This trim end trims off the space which is at the end here. Okay? Okay. Then the trim start it trims off the expense which is at the beginning. Okay? But the trim, this one which is called the trim, just trim plain, trims off both the start and the end. Okay? Okay. Understand that one very well. Okay? Okay. So as you can see, we are moving. We have finished that one. We have finished that one. We are now moving. Let me first rub off here. Okay. So members, we are moving. Okay. So when I come here, listen, I now introduce to you another method. It's called the concat method. The concat method. This one here, it is used like to concatenate. Remember, we said about concatenation. Concatenate two strings. Okay, to join two strings together. Join two or three strings together. Yeah. This one is used to join two strings together. It's something we started string concatenation. Okay. Okay. So I can come here this and I put here join two strings together. Okay. Okay. So when I come here, for example, and I put here example 10, then we see example 10. Okay. Example 10 is going to be like this. And I put here, for example, const. Yeah. And I put here string 1. Okay. And I put here, for example, it is equal to. I can even put here string 1. Yeah. Inside here string 1. Okay. So I have to join these two strings. And I come here and say const. And I put here string 2. And I come here, I put here string. I open the quotes and I put here string 2. The way you see it there. And I want to join the two strings. So I come here and I say here const join the string. Yeah? Join the string is equal to. I now open the quotes like this. And I put here, for example, string 1. The way you see str1 dot concat. And I put here like this. I open the parenthesis there. Yeah? Open the parenthesis there. Then I put here some space. This space here will be done to join, like to separate the strings a little bit more, a little bit somehow. And I put here, and I come here, I put here string 2, str2. So members, by me doing something like that, I would have joined these two strings. Okay. And I come here and say clg console.log the joined string and the joined string. Okay. The joined string. I want to see how it looks like. Okay. When I come here, for example, in my console, I see string 1 and string 2. Are you seeing? It has joined the two strings together. Okay? It has joined the two strings together. Okay? Even if I come here and I put here, for example, instead of string 1, I come here and I put here play with Matthew. Yeah? Play with Matthew. Then I come here, I put here play with Tom. Play with Tom. Okay? Play with Tom. So they put, for example, like those are two strings together. So they join them together like this. Play with Matthew, play with Tom. Yeah? Play with Matthew, play with Tom. They join them together. So this space which I put here is important. If I don't put any space, it will just it will join them together like this with no space. Are you seeing? So this space I put here is important. It concatenates and joins these two strings together. Okay? Okay? Okay, like this. Okay? Okay. So that is what they call the concat method. The concat method is like that. Okay? So members, we have another type of method. It's called it's called the charAt method. Okay? It's called the charAt method. Okay? It's called the charAt method. Okay? We're going to look at it very well. So we have another method. It is called the charAt method. Okay? Let me first try here. Let me first come here and I put here even an example. This is example 11. Example 11. Okay? So it's something I want to see. Okay, I've seen it. So members, we have what they call the charAt method. The charAt method. This one here, the charAt method, this one you see here, this one here is used to to extract letters or to extract individual characters. So it's used to extract individual characters. Extract individual characters. Video characters from strings. Okay? Characters from strings. Okay? From strings. Okay? Okay. This charAt method is used to extract individual characters from strings. Okay? Get it like that. Okay? Okay. So when I come here, this and I put here, for example, my string here. I put here my string here. I put here const. Eh? I put here my constant. I put here sample string. I put here sample. Have I put there? I'm putting here sample string. Okay? Sample string, as you see it there. And I put here. This is a dog. Okay? I'm putting there. This is a dog. So as you can see this string here. Okay? This string you can see it. Okay? So I want to extract an individual character from this string. Okay? What am I going to do? I'm just going to come here and say console.log. CLG console.log. Then I put here sample string. Yeah? And I extract that individual character. I can come here and I put here dot charAt. Yeah? charAt. And I extract that individual character based on its position. Okay? I can come here and say position 0. Okay? Position 0, I remove the first one. Let us see. So I extract this T here. You see that's going to be T. Are you seeing T? This T which is here. Yeah? I've extracted this is a cat. This is a dog. You see this is a dog. I've extracted that which is at index 0. Okay? And that which is at index 0 is that I've gotten. If I come and I put here index 2. Yeah? So the next one is going to extract I, which is at index I. Okay? So this is what we use. This is charAt. This one here, charAt, use that one to extract individual characters. Okay? Individual characters. Okay? Okay. So as you know that very well, master that very well from strings, based on position. Let me even add here. Based on position. Okay? Position stroke index. Okay? Okay. Please understand this very, very, very well. Okay? Okay. So as we have another type of string method. We have others, for example, let me just hit about them. We have others, for example, the char. We have others, for example, the char CodeAt. Eh? So this one here, the charCodeAt. This one here, this one is known. This one we use it to know which keyboard key we have pressed. Okay, so I use this one to know the keyboard key, which keyboard key we have pressed. This one here, this one to know which keyboard key we have pressed, which keyboard key we have pressed. Okay, which keyboard key we have pressed. Keyboard key we have pressed. Okay. Okay, just know this one. Just know them very well. Then we have another which is called property access. Another which is called property access. Okay, but these ones are just minor, but we shall use them in the future. We shall talk about them more in detail. Okay, the property access. Okay, we shall talk about these ones more in the future when we are dealing with React and more bombastic concepts. Okay, let me first take off this. And dealing with React and more bombastic concepts, shall deal with that one. So today's class, I want to end it with talking about these two methods here: split and join. The most fierce methods which we know, which we have ever encountered: split and join, and the most nice. Yeah, split and join. These are the split and join methods. Okay. Okay. So these ones are they are common, and if someone first know them, split and join, you can get some problem somewhere somehow. Okay. Okay. So I want to give you, for example. Now these ones here, they're going to take us to arrays, which is going to be tomorrow's class. Okay. Tomorrow's class is going to be day 40. Tomorrow's class is going to be day. Tomorrow's class is going to be day 43. Okay. So I want you members to make sure that you are ready, you are really serious for this day, because we're going to look at more and more concepts, more mastery concepts. Okay, we're going to look at arrays. Yeah, we're going to look at arrays. Okay, we're going to look at arrays. Day 43. We're going to look at arrays. Okay. Okay. Members, don't miss out this. Okay. So members, I want you to see. We're going to use the split and join method as we conclude today. Okay. If I have here, for example, my split is where you split a certain string. Okay. Where you split a certain string. Okay. Okay. I'm not sure how we're going to do this. Okay. So we can break a string into an array, yeah, by using maybe a comma somewhere, okay? Okay. So I'm going to show you this one here. I can come here, for example, come here and I put here example 12. Example 12. Example 12. Okay? So example 12, I come here and I say const. Const. I can even use let, const, but those ones are the most common used. I come here and say fruit string, yeah? Fruit string. Fruit string. Then I put here, for example, I put here apple. 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 Then I put here, for example, banana. Banana. Then I put here, for example, cherry. Then I put here cherry. As you see, the cherry is there. Okay? So members, as you see there, it's like that. Then I come and say here const. Const. Then I put here fruits. Eh? Fruits. Eh? Fruits. Now I want to separate them. Yeah? I want to separate them into individual. This one here is a string. This one here, the whole of it, the way you're seeing it. Let me first get this one, the way you see it. Yeah? These ones here are not independent, as you see them here. This is a whole string. This one here, members, is a whole string. This one here is a whole string. This is a whole string. A whole string. Now, we have to separate these ones here from being a whole string to individual strings, or individual arrays, or individual subgroups. Okay, this one apple is on its own, the banana is on its own, the cherry is on its own. Okay, so that's why we use now the split to split a string into an array. Okay, into an array. Okay, so I'm going to come here, this one I put here fruits. I'm not splitting the fruit string. I come here and I put here, for example, equals, and I put here fruit string, dot, split it, split this string and use a comma when you're splitting it. Okay, use a comma as you're splitting it. Okay, then I come here and I put here clg console.log, and I put here fruits. Okay, and I put here fruits. Okay, so I want to see how it looks like in the browser. You see, members, are you seeing, members? It has split the string which we saw into an array. It has split it into an array and has split them into various substrings. Okay, are you seeing? Now it looks like it's a string of its own: apple, banana, and the cherry. It even gives us the length, the array. Are you seeing, members? So this one here splits. It changes. Let me even re-echo it here. It changes the string into an array. Changes the string into an array. So this is how it looks like. At first it was a string. A string is this whole thing as you see it here, which has no independence at all. This one has those quotes at the end. This is a whole string as you see it. But now when you say split, it splits it with what? With a comma, or it can even split it with space. Let me first try and see if it splits it with space, what happens? Answer what happens when you split with space, with empty space, and we see. Still gives me a comma there. Still gives me a comma. But it's better for us to put a comma there because it's going to be helpful sometime to come. Okay? Okay. So even if you want to split with not a comma, but maybe you want to split with a star, also the star can work. Are you seeing, eh? So if I come and I put here a star, it can also work. It can also work. Are you seeing, eh? Can split with a star. Eh? There's no problem with that, okay? Okay. So let us just understand that. Let's just understand that when you do like this, you split, okay? Okay. So members, this one converts, or it converts, changes the string into an array. Okay? Okay. So understand that one very, very, very well. Okay? Okay. So I want to show you something here. Let me give an example here of the split before we go to the join. Example 13. Example 13. Okay? And I say here const, and I put here fruit. Maybe let me put here names, const names. Yeah? And I put here is equal to let me put here my names. Let me put here my names. My names, okay, is equal to, I put here a string now. Clancy, take some, as you see it here. Okay? Okay, it's like this. Okay? Then I come here, I put here, for example, const names. Now I'm splitting. I'm now splitting. Okay? Is equal to, then I put here, for example, my names dot split, okay, dot split. Then I put here maybe space, okay, I put there maybe space, okay, and I want to see how it looks like. CLG console log my names. How to see how my names look like, okay. So when I come here and this, I want to see how my names look like. They are here. So it has split my names into an array. Are you seeing? It has split my names into an array. Okay? It has split my names into an array. Okay? Okay. So you must just understand that concept very, very, very well. Okay? But before it was a one block string. Okay? Before it was a one block string. Okay? Before it was a one block string, but now it has split it into an array. Okay? Into an array like this. Okay? Okay. So as you can see it's there. Then let us come here and we look at the last one. And last one is what they call the join method. The join method. Okay? This join method here is not always a string. Yeah? The join method is not always a string. Yeah? For example, this one here, the join method, it converts the join method. The join method converts The join method converts an array into a string. Okay? The join method converts an array into a string. Okay? Okay, this one is the opposite of the split. Okay? So let us have an example before we close off today. I come here, listen, I put here example 14. Okay? And I put here, for example, I put here const, all my names, okay, like this, all my names as you see them here, and I come, I put there, and I put here, I open there, those brackets like that, and I put here my names, Clancy, as you see them there, and I put here, my other name is this one, example, as you see it here. And I can even put a sample name. Maybe I can maybe put maybe Peter. Yeah? I'm just putting this one as luxury, but this is not my name here. But this one just as what? As a teaching, like a teaching guide, okay? And I come here and I put here const. Now full names. I come and I say here const. Now full names. Okay, full name. Okay? Full name. Yeah? Now I'm trying to join. Full name is equal to all my names as you see them there, dot join, and I put here, dot join, and I put here an empty space. Yeah, maybe I can put an empty space as a joiner, or I mean I can even put a those commas as a joiner. There's no problem with that. Then I come here, I say clg console.log full name, okay? And I say it looks like, okay? Okay. So when I come here, this one I say it looks like this. I come here, you see. So are you seeing, members, it has joined my name together. Okay? My name, which was once a string here, it was once an array. An array, it has been joined together to a full name. Okay? So members, this is very powerful and this is very important. Okay? So members, I hope you have understood very well the join method and the string method. Okay? I hope you have understood that very well. Okay? Okay. I will meet you. I will going to talk about more of this when we reach to arrays. Okay? Tomorrow. Okay? So I hope to see you in tomorrow's class, in tomorrow's lesson. I hope I want you to have a good day. I hope you have understood everything that you have talked about from the very beginning in string methods. Okay? Okay, if members haven't yet subscribed, please hit the subscribe button so you don't miss any of the upcoming classes. Okay? So you keep updated. Okay? Have a good day.